Okay, we want to start by first congratulating Ole Miss on punching their ticket to the Super Regional. We'll start by hearing from Coach Traxel, and then you all can ask your questions for both Coach Traxel along with Aaliyah Benford and Bree Lopez. Please be mindful of both teams' time, so we're going to keep it brief, but after your questions, we'll cut to Zoom for any questions they may have. All right, let's start.
Heck of a day, heck of a tournament, just kind of highlighted by today. You know, when we met with our team this morning, we just said that just be prepared to be here as long as it takes, and if it's, 21 innings and whatever that is. And I'm really proud of the resiliency we showed and the transition, the mentality and the mindset that we had transitioning from game one into game two. And I think Aaliyah set the tone in that first inning of the second game with that home run, and then Mac followed that up too. And that really kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. But I love their headspace. We had a ton of pride in our fight, and I'm just proud. Our seniors, this was a senior-led weekend. We had some great performances from Miley, Percy, and Mac, and a couple others too from the underclassmen. But this was a senior-led regional, and our team was in great hands with them leading us. So proud of where we're at and looking forward to next weekend.
Coach, can you talk about the decision to change pitchers in the sixth with Stewart coming up and the bases loaded?
Yeah, that was just pure matchup based, just off kind of what her swing is. And then obviously that she had seen Bree a couple of times already. So that was just, we kind of had some things lined up in some certain matchups that if we were in a situation where they were kind of threatening to score, that we would make that change. And it came, and Miley did an incredible job, especially as a freshman, to handle that moment.
For both Aaliyah and Brianna, David Kelly, Wildcats Radio 1290. Just what was the message after you guys lost game one to quickly, disperse of that and get ready for game two?
So it's kind of the message we've had for a while now. Control what you can and just surrender to what you can't. Obviously that game got out of our control, but we were able to control the way we answered back, and we let it flush, and we're just able to move on and go to the next game. And
like Jamie said, it was a senior-led, weekend, but especially this game. I had a discussion with Lexi Brady just before the game, and we kind of just said to ourselves, we're playing for ourselves now. It's win or go home, and, we really want to keep going. So we honestly just went out there, just played for ourselves, especially for the other seniors in our class.
And Coach, just what do you say about Aaliyah's performance, 3 home runs on the day to really put you in this position?
Just incredible. Probably since people have asked me, since she's come to Ole Miss, what kind of makes her special, and it's just her grit and her feistiness and her mentality. She's got snarl and killer instinct. She's unafraid, plays with some swagger and confidence, and it feeds into our entire team. And besides just being that part, I think that's what drives her execution. And she's got a violent swing. It's fun to watch her in the box, and it's fun to watch her as a competitor, and not just a softball player, but her mentality and who she is as a competitor it's pretty special.
What does it say about the direction that your program is going, that you were able to come into Arizona, which was obviously the higher seeded team, had a lot of history here, and that you were able to defeat them to win the regional?
Well, I think one thing I keep saying the word proud, but we have so many new pieces here. And so this is, just a credit to the new staff that's here, the transfers we have, 8 of them, 8 transfers, 8 freshmen, blending all the new pieces together. So we have been a work in progress since the summer. And so I just feel like we were a team that kept getting better through the year. And I really thought that we would continue to get better. And we were ascending at the right time. And we felt like no matter who we were going to play against, we liked our chances. And that was no different regardless if we were at home or on the road. And we welcomed the challenge. And I think we came in here to win the region. We stayed laser focused on the things that we could control, surrendered everything that we can, like Aaliyah talked about, and just stayed within ourselves. And our body of work, especially through the season and the progress we made, we didn't have to be anyone we're not. We had proven that we're good enough. We just had to play our best when it mattered the most, and we're able to do that.
For Aaliyah and or Coach, did you see something in the scouting report or video as far as nets goes that enabled you to have success against her?
Oh, we had talked.
We definitely do a lot of scouting. It was based off of really just sticking to a plan that we create with Coach Bobby and Coach E throughout the week, and really emphasizing that plan, trying not to stray from it. And honestly, I think we all stayed within our plan pretty often, and when we didn't, we were able to dial back into it. And it was really just see what you see and hit what you need to hit.
Question for Coach. Having Nancy Evans on your staff, how did she at all help you prepare for playing in this environment in Tucson?
I think just, obviously, you take care of the people that take care of you, right? Like, so this is home for Nancy, and it's very personal for her as what she was able to accomplish as a player and as a coach here. So you're always trying to protect your own people. But, from kind of the hydration and the sun, luckily we're coming from the south, so it's very hot where we come from. It actually felt really good here because there wasn't a lot of humidity, so we welcome that. We knew that the crowd would be kind of wild, and I think if anything, it was just not making it bigger than it is. And I will say this, I don't know that there's almost a better or tougher home field advantage than Arizona. The pride, the success of this program, the tradition of it, the pride in it, the way the field plays, the air, Arizona's team is built for this, so I don't know that there's another place you can go that's as challenging as an opponent to come in and try to beat the home team more than Arizona. And especially the way their field plays in the thin air here, it's just different than almost everywhere you go.
Aaliyah, just to follow on that, obviously you struggled in the circle a little bit in that game one. I saw she took you kind of to the side of the dugout and you guys had a conversation. What is she teaching you in those moments to kind of go through what's happening and be ready to be better the next time out?
Something I kind of struggled with was just not communicating how I was feeling. So in those moments, when we went back there, we really just talked about like what was working, what wasn't working, what are they hitting, what are they not hitting, and just trying to dial me back into understanding like I still have a job to do despite the score and what's happening on the field. I still have to sit there and pitch, and we really just stayed around that.
We do not have any questions on Zoom, so if there are no more questions here, we will conclude this press conference. Congratulations, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Hotty toddy.